You see, if you were here with me in my house, actually that's where I'm making this, I could do a lot better job of showing you. These are long Menuki, dragons climbing up a sacred kin. Here's the base of the kin, here's the point. He's wrapped around it, as he should be. You see these in the horimono on the swords. Horimono means engravings. You see it as a common motif in the Menuki. So these are attractive. They have nice, pleasant color. I made sure that they did. If you flip them over like I taught you before, you see the back's not so attractive. It's rather muddy. The post has been lost in the lost wax casting process. There's the other one. They made a nice little ting there. The color is what gives it away. It's yellow. It's gold plate. But it's kind of lifeless. It has a frosted feel to it here. For example, it doesn't shine like a coin would be. It's a kind of frosted, dead color because the lost wax, excuse me, it's over here, well, instead of the surface being perfectly flat, when someone took a tool and scraped it like that, the casting process leaves it rough, dimpled, lots of little tiny holes in it which you can kind of see. Same thing here, it has a frosted feel to it. So watch, we're going to play a little game here. Here's the modern ones. There's the Edo Jidai solid gold ones. And you may notice they're, excuse me, it's hard to move Menuki and talk at the same time. You may notice that there's let me get it. They're much higher relief. Watch. See, they stick way up because they're made by hand. You get behind them and you push it out, then you get above and you take a tool and take away the parts you don't want, hand work it. And of course you're working with pure gold, not electronic gilding like you have over here. So you can see right away, this is the real thing, this is the modern thing. Now when you wrap it up under a handle, you won't notice it as much, but you still will notice it. Customers come in the store and say, oh my gosh, this is so gorgeous and beautiful under this handle, what is it? And I say, well, it seems to be solid gold Menuki, but we wouldn't know unless we took a knife and cut them out, and I don't want to cut up the wrapping on a 200- and 300-year-old sword. Would it make a price difference? Yes. The solid gold Edo ones are extremely rare and extremely valuable. I won't mention the numbers on the video, but a lot of money. Perhaps 10 times or 15 times what the others are. But once you wrap it under the handle, you really can't tell, to tell the truth. Many customers have a variation of this on their swords. In fact, I would say about 90% of the swords being sold now in Tokyo have modern reproduction Menuki, because you can get them for a few $100s each, and instead of a few $1,000s, and so that saves a lot of money. The sword can be sold for a much lower price, which makes it much more affordable. I often find if I tell a Japanese customer this is many tens of thousands of dollars, they go, okay, it's really nice, that's fine. But if I tell that to bankers that live in Tokyo, tourists, etc., they flip out into outer space and want to know why I'm greedy or something like that. It's not greedy. One's real, the other one's not. One's rare and expensive, and 200 to 300 years old. Actually, it's more than 300 years old, to tell the truth. The ones we're looking at today, whereas these are a few years old. Okay, there's your first lesson on Menuki, how you can tell old from new and gold from modern gold plate. If I can find some gold foil and some mercury gilding from the Edo period, I'll do a tutorial on that too.